Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. I'm very excited. Jake has brought along some of his special effects props from his movies that you've been working on. So, Jake, what have you brought with us today now?
Today I've actually brought a pair of different acrylic teeth that I've made for a couple different films. This one here was for the ghost makeup that I did for a movie we did called They Wait in the Dark. It's currently streaming, so if you want to check that out. But essentially it's like a piece of vacuum plastic goes over the teeth. I make the sculpture, then I make acrylic teeth, paint them up. And
so this model, like, this whole mold this is someone's jaw.
Yeah, well, the base is, you know, a base, but this is actually a copy of the actor's teeth, so that they fit perfectly over them. And they kind of, you can't really hear it on TV, but you can hear it, Daniel.
You can hear the click.
Little snap that just gently snaps on there. They're made for comfort so that the actors can perform without going, oh, these teeth feel weird.
They're like, hello, how are you?
That always does happen. We've actually, there's always a joke on the movie I Am Lisa we did, where we just I made caps, werewolf teeth caps, and she would be like, my name's I Am Lisa. So we had to go back and ADR it later on with her without the teeth in there, so it made sense.
So what are these gnarly looking ones?
Well, these ones are a more recent thing I built. This was for a project that I got to actually go to the Philippines for. So this was for our actor who plays a rather gnarly character. I can't talk too much about it, NDAs and whatnot. But yeah, so this has got a little bit more flesh tones in it, a little bit more realistic in terms of its appearance. But more monstery, more. This was
so you make the mold and then you painted these as well.
Well, I make the mold, and then I'll sculpt on top of them, and then I make a mold of that, and then I'll put acrylic in there, push it together, so you actually have a mold, negative mold and a positive mold, and once they go together, what's the void is what the teeth are, and then I'll paint those up, and then trim them up, clean them up, so they go on real nice and smooth for the actor.
Yeah. Where did you get the painting, I guess, skills to put this together? I like this little gingivitis in there. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I mean, you go and you start looking at, well, for better or worse, go and look at actual anatomy, what gingivitis looks like, what happens to the skin when there's no blood flow and stuff like that. It's, you have to be part mad scientist, part, the doctor, knowing anatomy and stuff like that, to be able to go in there and successfully sculpt and create. And then, of course, the artistic aspect of it is, hey, what kind of characteristics, what kind of character in general do I want to give to this? Especially with teeth, they're one of the 2 or 3 things you can do pretty subtly on an actor that'll make them look incredibly different on screen. Teeth, eyes, usually the nose area. If you can do that, you can change the shape of the face.
Really cool. So you said this, we can see these in action, right?
This one you can see in action, yep. They Wait in the Dark. It's directed by my friend Patrick Ray. It's currently on, I can't remember all the streaming services, but it's out there. But yeah, this one is will be a foreign film, so it's kind of cool that I got to do.
That's so cool.
Got to do a foreign film. It was a really cool experience, actually getting to go over there and working in a different country, and the cast, the crew over there, the cast were all amazing. It was such a wonderful experience. But yeah, so this is just a little taste. But this is kind of my bread and butter. When I started off, I was like, hey, everybody, something that was cheap and effective that I could do. Was like, oh, I can make teeth. So started off doing that, and then
I can make teeth. Now you're making movies. That's
make teeth.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's
so
awesome.
Kind of just grew from there into doing full creature suits and stuff like that.
I can't wait to see what else you're going to show us the rest of the week, Jay.